BDAY 99.1, classic hip hop back in the day jams. Drew Hill with Tell Me, right here on the Primetime Rewind, 6 to 10 p.m. each and every weeknight. Yours truly, the one and only DJ Jonasty, officially checking in. It's wet and it's raining out there, so please be careful. Please put them cell phones down. Don't Instagram and drive, don't Twitter and drive. All of that stuff, man, put it down so you can get to where you're going safely. It's wet out there. The new year has kicked off with a lot of rain, but it's all to the good, man, because 2015 is going to be way better than 2014. You can trust and believe that. I got a guest DJ all the way from my hometown, Aurora, Chicago, all that good stuff, man. DJ Khaaliq is in the building. We're going to talk to him in a hot second. He's going to jump on these ones and twos in a hot second, and it's about to go down like that. And we're going to keep it classic all while we do that. Got some D-Nice on the way, got some Missy Elliott on the way, man. Khaaliq Don and J Money, DMX, all of that good stuff. BDAY 99.1. BDAY 99.1, classic hip hop back in the day jams. Young Jeezy, Akon, Soul Survivor, right here on the Primetime Rewind, 6 to 10 p.m. each and every weeknight. DJ Jonasty here. The last call ass mix of the day is coming up at 9. Big shout out to Last Call for sponsoring that for us. Shout out to Ro over there in Raru. What's going on? You know what we doing, man. We keeping it classic around here. If you ain't got the app by now, you are completely tripping with your life, man. Download the app. It's absolutely free. You know what we doing, man. We're going worldwide with this. You can reach us anywhere with that app. So there's no excuses. Download it for your iPhone, your tablet, your iPad, your Android, whatever. My man, all the way from the crib. And when I say the crib, I'm talking about Illinois, Aurora, Chi-Town, all that good stuff, man. My man DJ Khaaliq is in the building, man. What's up, Playboy?
Man, how you doing, brother?
I'm
Happy
good.
to be down here in Jackson doing what we do down here.
That's
doing
right.
What we love to do, right?
That's right. That's right.
Want some old stuff.
OG right here, man. I got my OG in the building, man, all the way from the crib, man. But check this out right here. How long you been in the game, first and foremost, man? When I say OG, I want them to understand something, man.
Professionally, I started in 91, so that made me 13, 14. But I've been playing since I was probably 14 or 15, so
early in the game.
Yeah, way back. So I've been there since 91, when I turned professional.
Okay.
First time I got paid for it.
There you go. See, I kind of fell into this in college, but you know, this was always the love, you know what I'm saying? You know, as far as just being involved with hip hop and whatnot, it was a wonder I didn't fall into it sooner. Yeah. Scared to ask my mom for turntables, you know what I'm saying? You know, this to the radio at home, and you just don't ever think that you'll be able to do it. I was talking myself out of it back when I was in high school and stuff. You hear the radio, like, man, you don't even know how to even get into that field, you know what I'm saying? So,
well, that's something you have to fight. I mean, that's something you have to fight every year, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Until that one record go and they all get up, then your confidence go through the roof.
Man, it's the most incredible high that you will ever imagine, being a DJ and dropping the right song at the right time. Goodness gracious, man. That's when I was hooked from then on out. I was like, man, I'm not doing nothing else. But anyway, man, you've been in the game all the way since way back in the day, man. How do you feel about stations like this, like BDAY, popping up, man? We've been talking about it off the air, of course, man, but coming, you know, being able to spin some of this music like this right here, how does that, you know, what do you think about that?
Well, the thing about it is it's really needed, and it's a lack in music right now. It's a whole void for a certain age bracket where they have to either listen to the new stuff or the super old stuff.
Yeah, the dusties, the dusties.
Exactly. So there's no in between for, you know, the high energy cats that still got the energy, still like to throw their hands up.
Yeah.
They want to hear some 2000s, you know what I'm saying, early 2000s, late 90s, you know.
Yeah.
And hip hop, and like, especially with hip hop, you know, it's not the underground, don't nobody want to talk about music no more.
Right.
You know, it's mainstream now. So let's take it back. You know what I'm saying? Y'all play songs on here that, you know, at one time was the black market songs. You know what I mean? So hey, but the whole time people was buying it, people was listening to it. They had the tapes, they had the CDs or whatever like that, and they was making the best of it. Now you guys put it on the air. That's
right. Right. Now, how do you think like the party scene has changed from when you got started to now?
Well, one thing, the consumer is on one hand less intelligent when it comes to the artistry, but more intelligent in the fact, like, a lot of times you get this, they hear the songs from the internet and things like that before they get it the same time the DJs get it. DJs get
right.
months ahead of time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now, so the thing that makes it different is there ain't no groove in the party no more.
Oh, man.
But just like the music don't have a groove no more.
Right.
Everything is pop, everything is mainstream. So, I mean, it's definitely a void where a station like this can fill in for that, you know, people that's missing that.
Right.
I mean, ain't no soul in the music no more.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Well, we know it's soul in the music, but it's definitely not being presented as much as some of the stuff that's out right now. And I think a lot of music had been lost before stations like this had come to the forefront. So it's our job to kind of let some of that music get some extra life again. Some of that Ja Rule, some of that Ludacris, that early J, early DMX. You know what I'm saying? Eve. You know, all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Ja Rule was killing the charts.
Yeah.
You know, now everybody act like he never existed.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like one time I used to have to play 5 or 6 different Ja Rule joints.
A Ja Rule set, a Murder Inc. set.
Yeah, exactly. And see, like I tell people, like sometimes I'll go back and play it now, and then I'm like, hey, don't front, y'all was rocking this.
You have to say that. You have to say that. Like, look, it's cool to act like you don't act like you didn't have these albums.
Exactly.
Like, don't even play.
Don't front. I remember y'all boys dancing to this. Don't front now.
We're gonna be right back, man. We're gonna keep this classic conversation going, man. You're locked into the Primetime Rewind. DJ Khaaliq is in the building. DJ Jonasty is right here. You know what we're doing. We're gonna go all the way back, man. I'm about to play some Troop.
Wow.
Are you serious? I'm about to play some Troop right now, man. I'm about to play some Troop Mamacita. Hey, what you know about it? BDAY 99.1. BDAY 99.1, classic hip hop back in the day jams. That Ja Rule, that Holla Holla, that Murder Inc. glory days right there on the Primetime Rewind, 6 to 10 p.m. every weeknight. You know what we doing, man? I keep telling you that we keeping it classic. Don't act like you wasn't fooling with that Ja Rule when he was running up and down the beach. He was up and down that beach tough, man. Then what he on that beach, man?
Hey, everybody was loving it.
By the way, if you just tuning in, man, that's my man DJ Khaaliq all the way from Aurora, all the way from Chicago. You know what's going on, man. He came down all the way down 55.
Man, down that double nickel, right?
Man, what? Came down to mess with us down here in Jacktown, man. Heard about BDAY. I DJ'd with him, as a matter of fact, Thanksgiving. I'm gonna answer that phone later. But I was messing with him and DJing with him up around Thanksgiving, man. I was back at home visiting the fam, man. We got down. This man dropped one song and put everybody on the dance floor immediately. I swear to God. Mobb Deep, Quiet Storm. I was like, oh, this is what kind of night it's gonna be. Well, let's go.
Man, you know, I raised them. That crowd right there, I raised them up out of the basement. So
that's true. That is very true. And that's, hey, talk about that too. The type of relationship you have to have with your crowd, no matter where you go. You know, as a DJ, just tell them about how to read a crowd. You know what I'm saying?
It's what it is. It's programming. You know what I'm saying? That's the key to it. The crowd, you know, they there, you there. It's a relationship. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So it's your job to give them a good time, and if you ain't on your job, they'll do it. I've been in places like in New York, the part DJ ain't jumping in, sit down on the dance floor until he get it moving.
What?
Yeah, most definitely. So some places you go in serious like that. But the thing here is just that it's a relationship. It's taking you through emotions up and down. I mean, it's just like I liken it to dealing with a woman. You know, a lot of ways.
Break it down, man.
I mean, you got to take them through sets. You know what I'm saying? You warm them up, you get them moving, then you get them to the climax. You
there you go. There you go.
You got to bring them up, and the crowd seems like they get a little out of hand. You bring them back down. It's just a relationship.
Yeah, because you know, I know a lot of DJs. We'll lie and say, look, man, we didn't know that they was gonna fight. To that song. We are fully aware of what the make somebody throw a punch songs are.
The thing about it is you try to teeter on that edge where they off the hook.
There it is.
Spill over.
But sometimes they will spill over. I've literally been in a club before and they be like, yeah, watch, they gonna fight after this. And you know, and you gotta shut it down after that. You gotta take them all the way back to another female song or something like that, you know.
Give them something, you know, to calm the mood. But just like I said, it's like dealing with in a relationship. You gotta go up and down, ins and outs. You gotta know what to do during good times. You gotta know what to do during bad times. So.
Absolutely. Man, I think that's one of the things that we got to work on again is building these relationships between the DJs and the people. And I think that social media is helping with that. And explain to everybody, like, you know, as far as technology, what technology has done to the DJ game. Because there's some good stuff and some bad stuff, you know what I'm saying? So,
well, for the most part, I'll tell people when it comes to, like with the technology side, if you don't keep up with the technology, you kind of date yourself. You know what I mean? So, like, whether I pull out my 1200s and play on Serato, the computer's still the source, so I pull out the controller. The source is the computer still, so you got to get into that age. And in that sense, if I bring my turntables out, the only thing I know is I don't have the records, but I still keep my craft the same way. But if I pull out the controller, like a lot of times, if I'm being on some lazy stuff, I don't want to do that. So I drag it out. It's an easier hookup and bang it out. But if you can play no matter what. I mean,
that's true.
You got some people can play on iPods. You know what I'm saying? But if you can play, you can play. But the thing about it is, depend on the technology, like with these syncs and all this stuff. I mean, at a certain point, you're not even mixing. All you're doing is dropping the song and the controller is syncing for it. You know what I mean?
That's correct, man. I think the technology has blessed the game as far as being able to hold all your music in one spot, definitely. And but it's also hurt the game, because then when somebody see you out and you got this cheap MIDI controller, because not one of the good ones now. I'm talking about one of them, like, you know,
exactly.
Radio Shack $100 joints.
Exactly.
And they see you out, they be like, oh man, all you got is a laptop and that, I can do this.
Yeah.
And then you got that guy that's charging $50, $100 to do 5 hours, you know, of a gig, and it's like, come on now, we getting top dollar for that.
Exactly. And the thing about it is, I've come in this spots like with my turntable. They be like, "Oh, you a real DJ." You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I'm trying to bring out the turntables as much as I can, because so that they know.
See, because they go most time they go to weddings. That's the most people interaction with DJs are weddings.
Yeah.
So they go to weddings. This dude got this little box. He might have a couple CD players. He let one song play out, and he not playing nothing like that. So when they see you come in, you dragging these two turntables, they like, "Oh, you a real DJ." You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, at the end of the day, if you can play, it's not about what you're playing on. It's about
that's right.
Back to that relationship then, you know what I'm saying?
That's right, man. We're going to be chatting it up, talking crazy, kicking game, shooting the Willy Bobos, all that good stuff. With my man DJ Khaaliq in the building. He going to jump on these ones and twos too, you know what I'm saying? So you keep it here. So you're on Primetime Rewind. Your boy DJ Jonasty, BDAY 99.1.